Welcome to Popternative, where we dive into topical discussions from the worlds of pop culture, social media, and sports. Here is your host, Peter Remoliotis, aka PD Beats.
PD Beats here from Popternative, speaking to Kyndra Sanchez about season 2 of The Babysitters Club, which dropped on Netflix recently. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for being here.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
It's exciting. You played Dawn Schaefer. I mean, what's it kind of like, diving into a role like this and playing Dawn? What were some learning experiences that came with that as well?
Oh, it was really wonderful. Just stepping into the shoes and really connecting to Dawn's emotions and just like the character in general. It was really great. I definitely learned a lot because Dawn struggles with anxiety in the second season.
Yep.
You really see how she bottles up all of her emotions until it just kind of explodes
Mhm.
one day. And so I got to really portray her emotions in that one scene, and that was really great. And I think it's really important that that's portrayed on screen so that people who struggle with, what Dawn struggles with can see that, they're not alone.
Oh, absolutely. Acting and storytelling, did you always just know you wanted to do that? Or did it just kind of happen in terms of you getting into that, getting involved with that stuff?
I was always a really artistic and creative child, and I knew since young that what I wanted to do was just put smiles on people's faces.
Yep.
And so I remember when I first started acting, I was about 11 years old. And I was walking in the mall with my mom, and I saw this poster of this woman who looked just like me. And that inspired me so much. I was like, Mom, how can I be like her? How can I put myself out there and be known? So then later that day, my mom registered me in a local acting program, and that's where my journey began.
It's pretty crazy as well, too, because, like you say, your journey began, you're on the Babysitters Club, it drops on Netflix, and instantly 190 countries have access to see you as Dawn Schaefer. What was kind of the reception like with your family and friends when it dropped on Netflix, Kyndra?
Oh my goodness. Happy tears all the way. It was such like an overwhelming with happiness experience. All of us were super excited. I remember my family they were calling me and my mom like, "Oh my gosh, you're on screen. You're on Netflix. This is crazy." So yeah, it's just been a dream come true.
Absolutely. What was it like kind of working with the whole cast? You see on social media, a lot of you did press, a lot of you are posting behind the scenes. What was that kind of like, kind of being part of the Babysitters Club with these 7 girls, but also, establishing friendships as well? Like, what was that whole thing like?
I remember this was like around the third audition. I had a chemistry read with all of the girls, and we instantly clicked right away. We bonded over rings, sustainable fashion, and just from there, that made me want to get the job even more. And just getting to do what I love, also with the people I love, and with the people I now call some of my best friends, is wonderful. Malia actually came to visit me from Canada um, a while back, and that was amazing. We made such unforgettable experiences, and just the whole cast has such a wonderful friendship, and it's really great because it really portrays on screen.
Oh, absolutely. No, that is a really good point as well. Obviously, an interesting kind of position for the whole cast of the Babysitters Club. I mean, an amazing book series that was popular for many years. Now it's kind of a show on Netflix. Obviously, of course, pressure kind of comes to mind a little bit because you're adapting it from the books on screen and everything. But I'm sure the excitement overall that you're able to kind of play these characters in these legendary, iconic book series, that just kind of takes over, right? It becomes more excitement rather than nerves and pressure. Is that safe to say?
Yeah, definitely. Also, being a part of such an inclusive show
Yeah.
with characters that have different backgrounds, personalities, opinions, it's really great because people can just relate to them, and I think that's really special.
Absolutely. What is your favorite? We mentioned, you're an actor, you're a storyteller. That's what you do. What excites you specifically about storytelling? Like, what do you like the most about being a storyteller, Kyndra?
I really love just like portraying the emotions and really understanding what my character is going through,
Mhm.
their background. It's honestly one of my favorite things about acting is just really diving into my character and seeing, um, getting to portray like their life story.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's interesting too because um, it recently dropped on Netflix, the second season. We talked about what the reaction was when it actually dropped. What's kind of overall bit? What's the vibe been so far that it's been out for a good amount of weeks now? People had a chance to see it because it's different, right? When it first comes out, people are getting like are watching and everything. Now it's been out for a good amount of time. What's the vibe and feeling been like for you and your family?
Well, everyone's been super supportive and kind. Yeah, my mom is just super proud, and my whole family is, and it's really great. I mean, sometimes my mom and I binge it together, like we just rewatch it, and it's great. Also, my fan base, I love them so much because they make these really cool edits, and just it makes my night watching all of them.
It's pretty cool too. You talk about this fan base because of Netflix's global reach that it's available in 190 countries. These edits, Kendra, are coming from all around the world too. That's a
Yeah,
really that's a pretty cool part of it as well.
it's unbelievable. I'm so grateful.
Is it one of those things though where like is that something you like talked about though, like how how many countries have access to kind of watch you as Don Cheadle? Is that something that comes to mind, or do you not really think about that at much time? Because that's a lot, right? It's a lot of people that have a chance to see you on the show.
Honestly, yeah, like I think about it, I'm like, whoa, like this is I'm on a Netflix show and tons of people are watching it, like millions, like tons. And it's so mind blowing.
Oh,
And
absolutely.
it's just crazy. And I love being a part of it. It's just wonderful.
You said something about it being a very included, a show about inclusivity, an inclusive show that interests me as well. So, to my next question, when people get to watch it, and specifically season 2 of the Babysitters Club, Kendra, what are you hoping they get out of it, specifically takeaway wise, when they get to watch Babysitters Club season 2 on Netflix?
I really hope that people will find similarities within each of the characters. Each of the characters struggle with something and also have something great to offer to the world. And with Dawn, she's an advocate and she loves to give a helping hand to those in need. And I think that's a really important message to spread. I feel like all children, would learn that, and that can also help with like preventing bullying and all of that. They can get inspired off of these characters.
Absolutely. I'm curious what the mindset for you was like when you wrapped the Babysitters Club. Because, like you said, Dawn, there's a lot happening with Dawn. There's a lot of emotions. There's a lot happening with her storylines and everything. I'm curious what that mindset was like for you once you wrapped. Because there were some moments, I'm sure, where it was a lot. It was emotional to play Dawn. So was the feeling after you wrap like, oh, I get a break right now, or did you kind of just be like, bring on the next project, let's go right away? Like what was it like when you wrapped? I was just curious.
I was crying the last day. I was sobbing because I was really gonna miss these girls. And acting and playing Dawn, it's just been a dream come true. And these girls and I, we've built such a wonderful relationship. It was just so hard to say goodbye.
Oh, absolutely. And I do have to mention, maybe not like pranks, but is there anything? I mean, like I said, you said that you click with the girls. Is there anything you can tell us about anything funny happen off or on set or off set? Any pranks? Anything you can share with anything with the girls on set? Is there anything?
I remember that for the tunnel scene, Malia and I, we were not expecting us at all. So Sophie, she came in with her clown costume, and honestly, we were practicing, without her on the takes. We didn't know she was there, and she came and she scared us, and they actually got our genuine reaction on the camera. We were petrified.
So it's like a prank that was like made like it was on camera. So that's
Yeah.
a pretty effective prank.
Yeah.
Which is awesome. Kendra, thank you so much for taking some time to chat about the Babysitters Club on Netflix. I really enjoyed chatting with you.
Of course, me as well. Thank you.
So they can watch it now on season 2 of the Babysitters Club is on Netflix. So if they've watched it already, what they could do, they can go back and rewatch it, right?
Yeah.
Which is awesome. And where can people follow you on social media to keep up to date with everything?
Kyndra_Sanchez on Instagram and Kyndra Sanchez on TikTok. So.
Amazing. Well, this has been Popternative, youtube.com/Popternative for previous episodes, popternative.com for other features as well. You can catch Kyndra Sanchez as Dawn Schaefer in season 2 of The Babysitters Club on Netflix. Until next time, this is Kyndra Sanchez and PD Beats signing off.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube. Be sure to like Popternative on Facebook and follow us on Twitter.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.